Washington, D.C., January 9. Former U.S. President Donald Trump leaves the Waldorf Astoria where he held a press conference following his court appearance on January 9, 2024 in Washington, D.C. The D.C. Court of Appeals held a hearing on the former president's claim that he is immune from prosecution in the 2020 election case. A three-judge panel of the Federal Appeals Court in Washington heard arguments Tuesday in a landmark case about former President Donald Trump's claim that he is immune from criminal charges for his efforts to overturn the 2020 election. A decision the court makes and when it issues it could be a major factor in whether or not Trump goes to trial in his federal election case. All three judges said they were skeptical of Trump's stance. Judges on the District Columbia Circuit Court of Appeals are unlikely to dismiss the charges against Trump because his presidential immunity, as Trump wants them to do. Two Democratic appointees on the court, Judge J. Michelle Childs and Judge Florence, asked tough questions of Trump attorney John Sauer. Judge Karen Henderson, the panel's only Republican-appointed member, appeared reject a central part of Trump's argument: his efforts overturn his loss. President Joe Biden cannot be prosecuted because presidents have a constitutional duty to ensure election laws are certified. Still, Henderson also expressed concern that allowing the case to proceed could open the floodgates to lawsuits against former presidents. He raised the possibility of sending the case back to U.S. District Court Judge Tanya Chutkan, who is overseeing preliminary hearing proceedings, for further review on how to evaluate Trump's actions. A lawyer for Trump took a broad stance on a hypothetical assassination. Asked Sauer to consider a series of hypotheticals intended to test limits of his position that presidents are absolutely immune from criminal prosecution for their official actions unless they are impeached and convicted by the Senate for same matter. Among them, he asked, what if a president ordered the Navy Commando Unit, SEAL Team 6, to assassinate the president's political rival? Sauer said such a president would surely be removed from office and convicted. But he insisted that courts would not have the authority to review a case unless that happened. First, Sauer said a decision to contrary would open the door to routine investigations of former presidents when White House changes partisan hands. A prosecutor argued that absolute immunity would be frightening. James Pearce, attorney for special counsel Jack Smith, denounced Sauer's claim, espousing the assumption that a president used SEAL Team 6 to kill a rival and then escape criminal liability by resigning before impeachment or avoiding conviction in the Senate. He added that such logic reveals an understanding of presidential immunity that is not only wrong, but also has an extraordinarily frightening vision of the future. He also rejected idea that allow